Heather. I am here with Connor today, and we're going to tell you about our cats, Gon and Killua. So first off, the reason why I even have 2 cats right now, I normally would not have considered getting cats at all if it weren't for about a year ago during COVID, a friend of mine, my best friend actually, her next door neighbors completely moved out without telling anyone. They didn't tell the landlord or anything. So the landlord just found the apartment just completely cleaned out. The only thing that was left inside the apartment was this cat, and it was covered in fleas. It had a very full litter box, and it had dog food.
Yeah, the cat was a little weird. The whole situation was a little weird.
It was so bizarre. The owner of the cat was in jail because she got in a fight with the rest of her roommates. And so when she was in jail, they just decided to move out without her, but they left her cat there, which is so... It was weird. Anyway, the landlord knocked on my best friend's door and said, "Hey, do you want this cat? Otherwise, I'm just gonna open the door and let it walk out." So my best friend rescued it, she cleared it of its fleas, she took it to the vet, and she's like, "Hey, our landlord says we can't keep the cat. Can you just hang on to her for a little bit while we find new owners?" So for about 3 to 4 days, I lived with the cat. We named her P2, and I don't know, Connor says she was a weird cat, but again, she was my very first experience with a cat.
She was weird, but she also had fleas, so that made her act a little bit more erratic.
She didn't have fleas when she was with me, but her skin was really sensitive from the fleas that she had. Very, very sweet though. She was super cuddly and she was very vocal. I loved her, and when Connor would come to visit me, he loved her, I know he did. And so we were considering keeping her. I was gonna tell Sabrina, like, "Hey, I actually wanna keep this cat. She's so sweet. She's been keeping me company during COVID because I've been all by myself in this apartment." So I was getting ready to keep her, but then Jailbird lady got out of jail and was looking for her cat. And I could go into details, but basically because of something that was posted on social media about the cat, she knew that someone in the building had it, and I gave her back. I gave the cat back. I got a fake name, and I kind of told her I wanted to keep it, and I said I'd even be willing to pay for it, but she said no, she wants it back, even though she abandoned it.
So we got we had like a duffel bag.
I know!
We had a duffel bag that we put the cat in.
No, we had the cat in a cat carrier.
Oh yeah.
And I said, "Okay, we'll go to your place. Do you have a cat carrier?" She's like, "Yeah, I do." So we go to her place, and we hand off the cat, and her boyfriend comes out with
a duffel bag.
A duffel bag. We're like, "What?" And so she's like, "Yeah, just put her in here. Oh my gosh, it's so great to see you." And I'm like, putting the cat in the duffel bag.
I'm
like,
crying.
I'm crying. I'm emotional, and I'm also worried. And it was such a weird situation. The most eventful week I had in like the whole year.
Very weird. Then Heather started looking for shelters to adopt cats from because she really enjoyed P2 and she wanted to adopt some cats.
So I messaged a ton of places. The place that did respond back was called Kit Crusaders. So we went over there the very next day. We gave P2 back on a Saturday, and on Sunday we went to go look at their kittens.
Did we?
Yeah, it was the very next morning. I was really eager. The cats were being driven in from Tijuana. The lady comes in and she brings this big crate that had 6 cats in it. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm late. One of them kept pooping on everyone else, and I had to stop and clean it up all the time." We first picked up the long hair because it's actually kind of rare to see a long-haired cat, especially in LA, and especially coming from Tijuana, Mexico. She was so sweet, so fluffy. Like, we were really close to getting her just because she was so kind of rare, but we didn't end up getting her. My best friend actually adopted her 2 days later, so that cat now lives 2 floors upstairs. We saw another cat that was in the litter box standing up and taking a poop. He was standing up like a meerkat. He looked exactly like a meerkat, and I thought that was so funny. I was like, "Look at that yellow one. It's pooping standing up." And it turns out that was the one that was pooping on everyone. The gray one was just so cute. Like the gray one had such beautiful baby eyes, and he was so sweet. And we picked him up as well because we couldn't really decide. So what they said is, if we wanted to, we can take 2 and we'll get 1 for free. And they actually highly encouraged it. They said when you get 2 cats, they kind of keep each other company. They're actually a lot less work and not a lot more work. Like, adding on another cat isn't like double the work necessarily, but it does make it easier on you.
I think we decided on Gon. We were gonna take the pooping meerkat cat, but we really liked the other one. It was really hard to decide. And when I thought about it more, I was just like, should we just get both? So after 2 hours at the adoption center, we get the cats all boxed up. They gave us a couple little mouse toys to put in their box. We took them into Heather's apartment and opened the box, and there they were. And we took them out, and yeah, they got to explore Heather's apartment. Ran around and were playing and like jumping off the beanbag and doing like kick flips
and they immediately started searching and playing, and yeah, they accommodated really quickly. So Gon and Killua, those are the two cats we adopted, and the reason we named them Gon and Killua, it's actually a reference to one of our favorite shows called Hunter x Hunter. There are two boys that are best friends and they're really young.
Yeah, and Gon kind of has a more like brown look, and Killua's like silver and gray, and he actually is kind of cat-like in the show, so it works out.
Alright, so owning cats. Cats are a little different than dogs, but one thing that I had to learn, first and foremost, is getting a litter box. Cats go on their own in the litter box whenever they want to. Scooping it out and keeping it clean is our job. Cats need things to play with. If they don't play with toys, they're going to play with your cables or play on your couch or scratch those things. So we got them a scratcher, we got them lots of toys. They're really good at playing.
Cats also need to scratch things. It's an instinctive thing for them to sharpen their claws and kind of like get them how they like them. First off, we needed to buy scratch posts, and we got a tower that has scratch posts on them, but you also have to trim their claws.
The one thing I think we did really well is pick them up and play with their paws, because our boys really just let us pick them up and love all over them and play with their paws and stick our faces in their faces. Like, a lot of cats don't like that, but they're just so used to it. Like, they've had it since a young age and they're really sweet about it. And then other than that, food, water, carrier, anything that you would get for a dog.
Gon is a troublemaker.
Wait, I have to...
Step 3.
So no. So, it's time for you guys to meet our cats. First one is Gon. You were so eager to say it before. First one is Gon. He's the yellow meerkat pooping one.
He is a troublemaker.
He is. He gave us the most trouble as a kitten. I think the reason why is because he's really unbothered by things. Like, it's hard to punish him or give him, like, not incentives, but disincentives.
Decentivize. It's hard to
decentivize him because things just don't bother him. We've tried all the tricks in the book. Cats don't like... Decentivize. We've tried everything in the book that they recommend for like training cats, and Gon just isn't bothered by it.
He almost always does it for attention or for food.
Yeah, but it's not terrible. It's just like going in the sink. We don't want him to do that because he pulls food out of the garbage disposal. He used to be really bad at like stealing our food. He still is. Like, we definitely can't leave food alone. That was an adjustment because we never had to worry about that before. It just incentivized us to put our food away immediately, so it's not the end of the world. I think we're pretty good at that now, and so they're easy cats. That makes mice appear.
Gon, no. Troublemaker.
That's another thing we forgot to say about Gon. He likes to jump on the chair, and so now our chairs are ruined. Gon is kind of, I don't want to say he's the alpha, but I think he is.
He's a bit of a bully. He's bullying Killua right now.
They're fighting.
And he pounces on Killua, and then Killua goes...
Is that how he goes?
Yeah.
Wait, say again, how does he go? Killua is our other cat. He's the gray one. He's super, super soft. He is incredibly fluffy. Like, compared to Gon, his fur is just so smooth. It's like used fabric softener on him all the time.
We rub him down with bounce sheets.
He's got these really baby eyes. He's a little bit more timid. He's super snuggly. Like, on the dot, like every day he comes and cuddles on my lap during work. He really
always
likes
baking
to cuddle.
biscuits.
Always making biscuits. And I mean, Gon does it too, but Killua does it all of the time. So he's our cuddle bug. He actually comes into the sheets as well. He's adorable. All right, so I know what you're all wondering. Why did you get cats and why don't you have a dog? That's a very good question. I never thought I would want a cat. I actually never saw the appeal of cats at all until getting P2. And so now I've definitely grown a huge appreciation for cats. First and foremost, cats are really, really cuddly. Like, of course it all depends on personality, but cats cuddle a lot. Oh my gosh. Right now they're sprinting around the house. Cats are super cuddly. Like, I got exactly what I wanted with a lap cat. Like, while I work, having a cat on my lap, that is what Killua delivered for me. So it's actually really great to just have that company with you when you're in bed or on the couch watching TV, just having a cat cuddle with you. It's
or working.
It's so nice. It's really nice. Playing with cats is really nice too. We have a small apartment, so we can't go and throw a ball in a backyard. So this is more than enough space for cats. We do so much play. We have laser pointers, we have dangling strings, we throw balls. They actually run after balls. We have this tube that they like to run through. We get such a kick out of that.
One thing that I think is really cool about cats is they really love climbing stuff. So all these intricate towers and like shelves that we built so they can go up on high places and be in cool spots, I think is really fun, and it like allows them to explore in an apartment. It allows them to explore in an apartment that he just sprinted up there.
It's so fun to have like just that company in whatever you're doing. If we're building an IKEA shelf, they want to come see what we're doing, and if I get mail, they want to come see what it is. So it's actually really, really sweet that they're just super curious about literally everything. Compared to dogs, they are super, super low effort. They actually are really independent. You can go away for a couple days and they'll be fine. They definitely don't have like separation anxiety, but they also are really good, again, taking themselves out to use the bathroom if they need to. They eat at their own pace, they drink at their own pace, and they are fine being alone. And they stay out of trouble because they have each other as well. And yeah, I don't know, cats are just the perfect work from home pets. Like, we're stuck here all day doing work. It's really nice to take a break and play with the cats, or just see them, or again, cuddle with them and play with them, and they're really good company. And yes, I know that if someone breaks in the house, the cats aren't gonna do anything, but that's not really why we got them, you know? Like, if someone breaks in the house, our couch isn't gonna do anything, but that's okay, because that's not why we got the couch.
Like,
maybe.
help us.
You know what? If someone breaks in the house, we each have a cat at our arsenal, and
we'll just throw the cat at them
and I'm sure the cat will be so scared it'll scratch their face out. So.
No, we just dip with the cats. They're like little children. We just grab them and go.
Grab a cat and go.
Wait,
anyway.
Who's your designated cat if we get like...
Killua.
Okay, I got going.
So, those are our cats. Thank you for watching. I know no one asked, but there's a vlog all about our cats. Thanks for watching this crazy cat couple parents. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you.